GameLoading, Rise of the Indies. This is a documentary made by Studio Bento covering a bunch of indie devs and their alleged rise. 2 different Kickstarter campaigns were run for this project, each getting around $60,000, and I don't believe that figure includes any PayPal donations that were given after either of the campaigns ended. Skip forward to today, and the film has been out for a few days. It was actually released on the 21st, as you can see in this tweet. The announcement was accompanied by a very nice piece of art by Paul Robertson, so let's take a closer look at it. Yeah, judging by this little title screen, the documentary is worthy of its name. They're showing off a bunch of Isaac bosses and even the baby himself, so I presume they'll be featuring Edmund McMillan. They're showing a bunch of Cave Story characters, so I presume they'll be featuring Studio Bixel, or maybe some people like Tyrone Rodriguez from Nicholas, who remade the game. Right there in the middle is Olmec, and there are a bunch of Spelunky characters, so they must be featuring Derek Yu, surely. Or maybe Eirik Surka, who wrote the fantastic soundtrack to the game. They've got both Shovel and Shield Knight, so of course we're going to be hearing from Yacht Club Games. I see the lead character from Bastion, and I see the lead character from Transistor, so judging by this being attached to their announcement, Supergiant Games must be featured in this, and I'd love to hear more about them. Disappointingly, thanks to ImpactHound on the Steam forums, we know that none of the people I have actually mentioned are featured in this documentary. Their characters were just used in its promotional materials, and I am very, very glad that I read this guide, as I was going to buy the documentary on the back of the poster, believing I'd hear about the makers of those games, rather than hearing from Ben Kuchera, the journalist who recently stopped writing about video games. Why didn't they put this old lady on the cover? Her game developers are actually represented here. To be fair, there are characters from Nuclear Throne on the cover, and Vlambert, the game's developer, are represented here. Let's have a little look at how Rami characterizes indie.
Indie is being personal, making something that you stand for.
Making something that you stand for. Sounds a bit pretentious, but that's a cool idea. What does Rami stand for? Mindless post-apocalyptic violence, I guess. Or maybe he was just talking out of his ass for a camera. Who knows? Nina Freeman is a developer whose games I have actually played. Let's have a little sample of what she has to say about indie.
People are making games about everything from like divorce to cancer to love.
Genuinely challenging subjects to approach in any form of media. And I have to say, her games are really touching. They really bring me into the feeling and the atmosphere to the point that I actually act as if I'm part of it. I'm able to put a bit of myself into her experience, and that is magical. You don't really see that anywhere else. Your mother is gone, and now you will fulfill your destiny as the spawn of Satan. So I can't say that she doesn't inspire people to be creative. I've been considering making my videos more interactive, so I'm going to give you a little quiz. Is this person, take a good look, is this person the same person as in this video clip I'm about to play?
Working in independent games right now, it feels like there's infinite potential in any direction.
Before I reveal the truth to you, PC Gamer actually posted this same comparison to their Facebook page. Here are what their readers had to say. None of these developers have made anything worth a fart in the breeze, and some of them are not developers at all. I could put my vibrator on max and let it flop around on my keyboard, and it would code a better game than Depression Quest. Wow, it's so hard being a white upper class kid with pink hair making shitty games and scamming people on Kickstarter. I wish we could see a documentary about developers who make good indie games for once. Where's FTL? Where's Hotline Miami? Where's Shovel Knight? So many titles get ignored in favor of promoting this stupid San Francisco clique of hipsters. So, have you got the answer yet? That's right, it doesn't matter that they're 2 different people, because they might as well be the same. But hey, they got the guy who made Papers, Please, that's a game that's liked. And they got the lead developer of Minecraft, yeah, Minecraft. So, it's not entirely a trick to get you to watch what's basically an advert for people you probably won't care about. Rise of the Indies seems to actually refer to the attention this film is meant to get the unknowns on the back of people who are known. Like the notable people who are actually in the documentary and, you know, like the people whose characters they used on the cover for the documentary and the picture they shared to promote it that I showed you at the beginning. Those people. To summarize, this is a documentary featuring the rise of people who are not notable enough to be featured in the documentary's own promotional materials. Let's be honest, that's pretty pathetic, and it's a bait and switch. You see that cover and you see all those wicked games that you love. You want to see about those indies who really did rise and become something great, and then you don't get them. This is why you check first, like I did. I'm not going to touch this. But that's just another one of my harmful opinions.